Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jonathan Seals, and I'm going to be sitting here talking to you guys about how we can avoid costly security and privacy issues in SDKs. You guys ask, who am I? I'm the guy keeping you guys from lunch right now. I know, a little corny, but it is. But like I said, I'm Jonathan Seals. I'm a mobile application security analyst with NowSecure, and I've been doing that for approximately 3 years. Prior to this, I started my career in the Marine Corps as an aviation mechanic, flying around on helicopters, and that's where I got my attention to details. It was strongly and literally beaten into me to live by a 3-foot rule. This 3-foot rule meant no matter what you're working on, you always look at everything around you within 3 feet. And I have taken this concept to security and development, because everything we work on, we should be looking at everything around us to make sure that it's up to par, because you never know what can be affected by what we do. After that, I got out of the Marine Corps, went into law enforcement, and continued to be drilled about what small evidence can do to something. And I ended up getting certified in digital forensics, being able to testify in court, and how I fell in love with security. But enough about me. Let's get this going. All right, a little interactive time. I'm not going to call on anyone. I'm not going to pick on anyone, but just play the game with me for a little bit. Raise your hand if you've had to spend time remediating any security issues. If you had a release blocked by Google Play because of a security team or something. You've had no idea what your security team even does. And lastly, you don't even know if you have a security team. Do they even exist? Are they out there? Or is it falling on developers more and more these days? All right, hopefully I can save you guys some money, because I lose all my money all the time. All right, going into a little metaphor. Imagine your app is an automobile. You guys are taking tried and true material from all over the place to build the best vehicle or app that you guys can possibly make, correct? So instead of reinventing the wheel, let's take it say from Firestone. They've been making wheels forever. Let's take something of theirs and put it on. Instead of finding out a new way to beat the competitor, let's use some of their stuff. It saves us time, it saves us money, and it saves effort that we can spend on needing to do what we need to do. Got it. My app's a car, I get it, like so on and so on. Like, where am I going with this? In droidcon San Francisco, did a survey where approximately 20% of the people I talked to all stated that 50% of their app are made up of SDKs and third-party libraries. That's a lot. That's a lot of things that we're pulling from outside and putting them in to use as our own. So what does that mean to us? Am I saying that you guys are bringing risk into your app? No. What I'm saying is we are responsible for everything that we put in our apps. The core concern, like I said, is improper implementation. If these SDKs and third-party libraries aren't properly configured, then you're leaving yourself open for vulnerability. Yeah. And the thing is, we just kind of hope that these SDKs are one-size-fits-all, but that's not the case these days. And we can't just keep bypassing and shoving things in where they don't exactly fit without proper configurations. All right, a little real example. Random number generators. The cryptography of randomness is very important. It plays a crucial role in security of these apps and SDKs. But in my experience of testing, is one of the most common issues in mobile app development. During testing, we often see developers bypassing cryptographic libraries which are perfectly capable of generating secure random numbers. Instead, they choose to use alternative, often less secure method for random number generation. The randomness used in cryptography must be unpredictable to prevent attackers from guessing encryption keys or other secure values. Unfortunately, in the context of random number generation, it isn't always easily detectable through source code review or static analysis technique. And the best practice and the best way to get a thorough review of this is by developers when you guys are implementing it. You guys are hands-on. You guys are the brains of this app. I get to go through, and yes, I get to pick it apart a little bit towards the end, and you guys all hate me. I get it a little bit. But you guys are the brains of this. You guys are the ones who sweat day and night building this app. Yes, you pull stuff from other places, use third-party libraries, but when it gets put out, it's your baby. And it's something to be proud of. And you guys have the easiest part to see what's going on in this app when it's being developed. So it's just something to constantly think about to make sure that when you guys are going through the development process is securing these apps. Go into a little concept about why this is heavy on us is we're going to talk about Firebase Cloud Messaging misconfiguration. This is a huge SDK that a lot of people use. And it's in several popular apps that everybody uses on a daily basis. I know I have some apps that are used with it, and it's a very secure SDK to use. But when you misconfigure it and it's not installed properly in your app, it leaves up for vulnerabilities. Yeah. Due to a misconfiguration, legacy API keys were exposed, potentially allowing unauthorized users to send push notifications to app users. This incident serves as a prime example of how small configuration errors can lead to significant security vulnerabilities. It's crucial to regularly audit and update security settings, especially when transitioning to new systems. What can we take from this? The FCM misconfiguration underscores the broader lesson that security is not just about using the right tools, but also implementing them correctly. We need to encourage the culture of security awareness. This should be something that everyone takes to heart, not just the security team, even though they don't exist most of the time anymore, but developers, as you guys all kind of showed that, hey, I don't even know if I have a security team, and this work is falling on me. It's broken again. Automotive manufacturers don't choose components by chance. They choose things that have been tried and tested, battle ready. Hey, this SDK, this library has worked in hundreds of apps before. Let's use it. It makes my job easier, makes your job easier. It fills up 50% of the app. So we go and use this, but you don't do it right, you're going to have issues. Imagine the reputation the tires chosen were defective and ultimately caused accidents, because this is what happened to Firestone in the late 1990s. And we don't want to ruin our reputation as developers, security analysts, or the company or the brand you work for. Because that's one thing that you can't come back from, is your reputation. It's something that we all work very hard for to try to build up and present ourselves, because you're known by the work you do. So real quick, who prefers open source SDKs to closed source SDKs? Open source gives you a lot of ways to modify it. It saves you money. You don't have to mess around with it as much. And you can do it and mold it to your will. What about closed source? Who prefers closed source? Anybody? No? Okay. Well, it has its perks of using a closed source SDK. It costs more, but it gives you everything exactly how you need it. and you just got to make sure it fits in your app. All right. In 2019, several companies found themselves on the receiving end of an enticing offer from a Hong Kong-based advertising and analytic company. They basically said, hey, we'll give you $1,000 for 100,000 ads pushed. Well, this ended up being malicious and able to cause fraudulent charges to users' phone bills. You're now one of those companies that allowed this SDK to go into your app. And who are the customers mad at? The Hong Kong company or the app they downloaded and now have fraudulent charges on their phone bill? I know I'd be mad at the app because I'm not going to know anything about this Hong Kong company that asked to be part of it. Not a regular user, not someone with technical expertise to say, hey, this is what really happened. They're going to be pointing fingers at whatever app they used. Lessons for developers about this is that the importance of carefully vetting third-party SDKs before integrating them into the app is huge. This can save you financial incentives. Developers can prioritize security and trustworthiness, and they can protect themselves. In 2015, Volkswagen installed the software so that vehicles could beat emissions tests. They cheated. They wanted a quick way to win, and they got caught. And that's what we're trying to avoid with SDKs, is don't take the easy route. Do the work. If you're using the SDK, make sure it fits properly. It's not my problem though, right? Integrating SDKs isn't just a technical decision. It can expose developers and companies to legal and procedural actions. If not done responsibly, you are accountable for the behaviors of third-party SDKs in your app. So what does this mean? Are you financially responsible? Could they come after you legally? Could they take everything you own if you're the CEO of the company or the CEO of the app? Yeah. Whatever you put into this app, you are legally responsible. Any user data sent off the user's device by the libraries or SDK used in your app, regardless of whether the information is transmitted to the developer or a third party, you are responsible for disclosing. So what do you do about it? You keep dependencies up to date. You do your due diligence. You test the SDKs. You run defense in depth such as runtime application self-protection, RASP. Not to go too far into this, but Google has gone out and started a foundation with Meta Linux Foundation called the Apps Defense Alliance. Their sole thing is about bringing security to the Google Play Store. They're trying to make it a safer place. And one of the ways they're doing this is by taking OWASP's level 1 compliancy standards and putting them into an assessment called the Mobile Application Security Assessment. A little thing that you get is if you do it, an independent security review. It lets customers know that, hey, you're taking the extra step to secure your app. Final thoughts. Just a little thing to take away with you and think about for your app. Make sure you check out the Google Play SDK index. It has all the information you need about an SDK that's been registered. It'll save you time, it'll save you effort on your data safety sheet, and who knows, could save you money. If you guys have any questions, feel free to stop by the booth. We're right next to the table for lunch, and we have a giveaway for a Pac-Man Lego set. Thank you guys for attending. You guys have a nice evening.